everybody, welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney!
Yay! This was the runner-up in our game poll a long time ago, right?
It was one of the runners-up.
Yay!
Episode 1.
Super
The first turnabout, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm super excited about this.
Yes, I guess. Okay. I'm pumped. Ooh. That's a statue.
A bleeding one.
Someone was bludgeoned to death. Why me? I don't know what's happening. I don't know who this is. I can't get caught. Not like this! I've got to find someone. Someone like him! I'll make it look like he did it! Okay. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous!
Right!
Hello, Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief. I have no clue what he should sound like.
Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this.
Oh, man.
It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Mia was speaking for so long. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him.
Alright.
He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Butts!
Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Larry Butts. Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't.
Oh.
But who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
Nick as a shortened form of Phoenix is wild to me.
That is funny.
I was like, why is he calling him Nick?
Why is he calling him that name?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
Clearly he looks upset, though.
Clearly he's sad. Yeah, he's distraught. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
Death.
Yikes. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
That is the worst.
Our
Can you imagine?
school,
I
the entire school was like, yo, Butts, you stink!
I mean, look how sweaty he is. Maybe he did.
He might have a BO issue.
I also like that his chin is bigger than his soul patch.
It really is. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Poor guy.
But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do! I'm trying to be dramatic. August 3rd, 10 a.m., so it's been like 13 minutes. Courtroom number 2.
Here we all are.
court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
I love that. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client.
Dark.
Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances... This sounds so silly.
No, I like it.
I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. I'm a little nervous myself.
Breaking character in character voice is my favorite thing.
Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts!
Yay!
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Her hand is so big.
Yeah. Her?
His, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I
was
did say her.
What?
It was a problem.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Nia.
I know this one. No.
No? No,
That's-
Mia's
that's-
that
she's
was
alive.
my girl. Who's the dead girl?
I don't know. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh! No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here.
Yikers. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
I'm sorry.
Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name.
That's
oh,
not
that's
you.
you. It's still on her, and I was
I
like,
know
oh,
the
no!
victim's name! I, just forgot. Temporarily. 1 second, I gotta do this.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Because that's how life in court works.
Yeah.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
That's on the bar. They're like, how do you check the court record? Tab button.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block.
So tab.
But this is the clear option.
Yes. I agree you're correct, but I would rather check.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object.
Nope. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I should have had you do his voice.
I love
see no
choosing
reason why we
characters
shouldn't
and
proceed.
voices. And but we're just stuck with it for the rest of the game because we have no idea
Forever.
what's coming.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker.
That's so funny, because that voice totally fits. It's just not what I was thinking for him. Like,
That was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, I'll do this.
When it came up, I was like, the murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. Or like, it was like, it was this.
It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
That sounds so good, though, yeah. I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
They'll think about it.
Changed the voice. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy.
Heavy thoughts. Right. Don't laugh at me.
I love the fact that I was so mad I was drinking because I was gonna go, wrong.
Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
I couldn't do it, Mia.
Please do it for me. Oh.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Woo. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Well, it's Larry, so clearly it'll be great. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
This is gonna suck. Our friend Larry, who's an idiot, hired us to be his attorney, and we have no practice in law.
No.
What are we doing here? What is the actual backstory of Phoenix Wright? Do we ever find out, or are we just his friend?
Who knows?
Oh my gosh. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Oh no.
We're leaving our breakup site. Hey, watch it, buddy. Look at this man. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
Yeah. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? What?
Larry! Get it together!
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
Oh no.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them a day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. I'm laughing at myself doing this voice.
Yeah. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder.
Okay.
So she was killed on
The 31st.
the 31st, and then
This is
we're
the
in
3rd.
court the 3rd of August.
This is fast.
That's quick. Ah! I forgot, sorry.
You're good.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income.
So she was a crappy model.
It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Oh!
Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
Oh my
Tell
gosh.
me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right?
No, he's trying to get him to slander her.
I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions.
You do.
Should I?
Yes, no, stop him from answering, in my opinion.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
That's the look.
That's it. Oof.
Dude! Nick! What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog!
Shut up, Larry!
I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead!
Shut up, Larry.
Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this!
Boy. That is such a sad gavel hit.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of like, order! It's just like, let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is to clear everyone.
It's clear to everyone.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question, because that's how they say it in court. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Oh no. Uh-oh, he went.
He went.
What do I do? I would be a terrible lawyer. I would let him talk.
I would stop him from answering because he's going to incriminate himself, and the main goal is to not do that.
Probably that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I would go there, but I know that that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog.
How is
You
it
are an attorney!
Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
Is it Phoenix?
Is it the murderer?
Oh! The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Oh no. Oh my god. Hey, you did 3 that time. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Oh, okay. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit?
Frank saw it.
Oh my gosh, please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
It's the killer!
It's the killer! Who wants to be the killer?
I can do it.
You want to do it? Okay. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is that correct? That's a sad
Unless you want to do it. Do you want to do it?
No, go ahead. I'm curious.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
I don't like him, so I want him to have a terrible voice. I just think he's all squirmy and mousy.
Oh my gosh. So when we find out he's the murderer, you're going to change his voice completely?
Yeah. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony.
Alright.
Sorry, I had to get back into his voice.
You're good.
Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Exactly.
The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. And I'm so pleased about finding a dead body.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
I mean, we did
You
tell
said to
him
lie.
Yeah, that was our fault. My bad, sorry.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. Okay.
Oh.
Like cell phones? The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. So, like, still a house phone.
Wouldn't a cordless phone... I don't know. Wouldn't a cordless phone be the one that would be operational in a blackout?
Are you thinking like a cell phone or like this guy?
This guy.
I don't know.
I just like, because it's not in the battery thing, obviously, like, it can still...
Yeah.
I don't know.
He said that they don't operate normally.
Which is weird.
Maybe it just has to do with like the cell reception. Yeah. I don't know. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Electricity to Ms. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime.
Okay, and he found
Okay,
the
so
body
1
at
p.m.
1.
makes sense. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
You get to learn how court works.
I was gonna say, how did you become a lawyer?
They were the only person that Larry Butts could afford.
Apparently. He was just like, hey friend who's never gone to law school, wanna be my lawyer? We were like, guess so!
Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Cross-examine.
Be a lawyer.
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Dude, your client is innocent, right?
Until proven guilty.
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
I don't know. Ah! How do I prove he's not?
Why did you take this job? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Ha! Okay.
Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony.
Oh my god.
So we get to point out, literally find and click the problems.
Yes.
Yay!
Cross-examination.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Okay. So the time of death is 4 to 5 p.m.
That's wrong.
So he couldn't have found her at 1. Okay.
Right.
I'm looking through this, like, so I can see it. And electricity was out from noon to 6. Okay. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to nearby park. I remember the time exactly.
Problem.
Incorrect.
Let me present the evidence!
Objection!
Yeah!
Ha! You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
Yeah!
The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m.
We're good at this.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Sweating.
Oh, that? Oh,
Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Mr. Sawt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions.
While you do that, I'm gonna go get the sweat moppers. Cause my goodness, he's standing in a puddle.
Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
I like that you've put your characters in the 40s.
I have. I don't know what happened, but I did.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? This is how court works.
This is exactly how court works.
I
What
know.
are you saying? We watched Johnny Depp and Amber Heard go through it.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program.
Can't do that.
That's
Power's
why I
out.
thought it was 1 p.m.
The power's out.
Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
You're a liar.
You're a liar because there was a blackout.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Let's freaking go.
That's also the weirdest possibility.
Right. You know what to do. Oh, sorry.
I've got this one!
Yeah, you do. Send me out. I know what I'm doing. The time of discovery.
Yeah, we heard this. Can I present it here?
Just at any point you could.
I gotta switch that button.
Objection.
Hold it right there!
Da, da, da.
The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawt?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Well, wait, I remember now.
Oh, you're bad at this, sir.
Mr. Sawt? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning.
Dun, dun, dun.
These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught
What?
and
From
extremely moist.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit.
You had a voice crack.
My voice just lost.
Oh.
Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Dun, dun.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You didn't go into the apartment.
And also the thing was not, the murder weapon was not a clock.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
Well, this got, like, super bad for him. He just isn't good at this.
He's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock.
What?
What? The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. What? As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
Here.
Can we look at it?
But he's saying he saw the time now. He changed his story like 4 times.
I know, this
This
doesn't
man
work.
is clearly the killer.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all.
But not one you could look at.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Did he take the time to tilt the neck when he found the body? He's like, hold on, what time did I find it? And he just is like, I can see that's a clock. Let me just figure it out real
He
quick.
tilts the neck and it just appears like a hologram out of the clock. And he's like, I see the time. And it goes, 1 p.m.
it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock.
Do you have it with you?
Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. All 4 of them. Sorry.
You're good.
The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment.
Hey,
Or that he heard the time.
Yeah.
Clearly a contradiction.
Yes, it is.
Indeed. I am a judge, I know things. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. Prove.
Prove.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice.
Oh!
That was the sound you heard.
Yeah!
Oh!
Get him, boy.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Nice.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit.
Mr. Did It.
The-
Sorry.
That was so good.
The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Drip. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
That doesn't count as proof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would the witness care to elaborate about his face? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
Yes or no?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Ah!
A toupee!
What aren't you lying about? Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Burn, give him death!
Oh my gosh, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright! Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Why are we examining the clock's batteries? I don't know.
Ask the neighbors?
What is that bar up in the corner?
I think we're gonna get I think parts of it are gonna get knocked off if we get this wrong.
Oh.
All you have to do is talk to the victim's neighbors! Talk to the neighbors? I'm sure one of them heard the clock tell the time when the incident occurred!
Is it that loud?
I see. Their apartment building did suck. The walls are paper thin. Does the prosecution have anything to say, Mr. Payne?
We have already made all the necessary inquiries.
Despite the fact that my witness is clearly having all the holes shot in his testimony, I am going to shut up now.
Everyone living near the victim's apartment was out at the time of the murder.
No!
Oh, that sucks.
That does suck.
Furthermore, even if a neighbor had heard the clock, that would not prove that Mr. Solid had heard anything.
I was literally gonna say that. That is true. I believe you may be wrong. There was something else there, sorry. You'll receive a penalty for that, unfortunately.
That's what it is.
Yep. I'm sorry, Your Honor! Let me think about it again and lose every iris bit of my eye. The whole case is riding on this, I'd better think it through carefully. Honor, the sound, a fact which is clear if you simply...
Why would we examine the batteries? That's what I don't understand.
I would try sounding the clock.
Yeah. I don't understand that option.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
Okay.
I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
It's the thinker.
Yeah. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Which is how the victim could have died at 4 o'clock.
Uh-huh. And he thought it was 1.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow!
Yeah!
Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death.
Yeah!
So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
This man is falling apart.
Literally.
Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing!
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case!
Who went into this dead woman's apartment and was like, let me set her clock 3 hours slow?
I don't know. He may have done it. I don't know. But he would be incriminating himself. That doesn't make sense.
He's right! How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I'm so close! I stumbled over everything!
I'm so close!
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor! I'm losing the voice for a second. This means I cannot let you indict the witness.
Come on, Santa.
Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
Aww.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! I lose my toupee, you treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime!
I almost had him!
Grr.
Sorry, Larry. I failed you.
No.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
You just have to convince the jury, dude. I don't think Mr. Sawit did so well. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Mia! I mean, Chief?
Why are we calling the chief by her first name?
I guess we know her.
Listen up, Wright? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Why? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Do you know?
Yeah.
Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? What?
Did she take it with her on her trip?
Oh! So she's jet lagged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine being jet lagged and then getting conked over the head.
Oh, that'd suck.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it!
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well,
So
Mr.
funny.
Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Yes.
Of course!
Yes.
There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Yes!
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The passport!
The passport! Thank you. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder.
Ba-ba!
As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. Oh! So it's actually 9 hours slow.
Yep.
It was 9 hours fast.
Yeah.
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home.
Nice.
That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong.
Ha ha ha!
Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Hey! I'm so funny! I'm like 3 minutes ahead of the joke!
Yeah. Oh!
Foaming at the mouth, my friend?
Order! Order, I say!
Have you noticed that the jury or the viewers of this are all like octuplets? It's all the exact same head.
Yeah. And they have no faces.
Yeah.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Oof, I did not do a very good job defending this idiot.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. Nope, that's the judge. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. I'm impressed.
All you need to do is not go to law school.
Yeah, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty!
Yay!
Woo! Confetti!
I love confetti in the courtroom. We win.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Fan-slap-tastic.
It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house.
Aww.
That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Knocked her out.
Aww.
Poor thing. So he didn't know her, it wasn't premeditated, he was just a burglar.
Yeah, that's sad.
Huh.
Defendant lobby number 2.
Man, this only took like a couple hours.
Yeah. Whoa! I still can't believe we won!
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
If it weren't for those meddling kids.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of at this point. It's like a Scooby-Doo episode.
It's so Scooby-Doo.
Not at all, not at all. You forgot your own battle, you fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
Aww. My life is over?
Oh. Larry! You're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Is
Boy.
this man just...
Good! Wait, no! I mean, bad! Bad!
Bad!
Larry, you're innocent! The case is closed!
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... never mind.
Oh, Cindy Windy. Congratulations, Harry. Yes, you! I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks! I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
He's so much better all of a sudden.
He is. Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present.
Can I take the murder weapon?
No, that's evidence, my friend. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Okay.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool.
Oh.
Does that make you just want to cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
The fact that she took that on vacation?
Maybe.
Take that, friend!
I know.
She loved you! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
There are
But it
clocks
is rather heavy.
literally everywhere. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Huh. Okay. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to the innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry,
No.
you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Oh.
She is a flirt.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us.
Perhaps not.
Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
What?
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh no. The end!
The end!
Alright, well, that's been Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
We finished the tutorial.
Oh.
Oh.
Brand new episode has been added.
That's cool.
Well, yes, please save.
Yeah, essentially, we finished the tutorial of the game. It took 30
Yeah.
minutes, we did our own case, and we won!
No, 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 no.
We've started the new episode.
No, no, we haven't. Don't read anything, I'm just gonna go through this real quick.
It's fine.
Oh,
We gotta end the episode.
we have to end the episode. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. We are trying out a new game. We might be trying some other ones, but we hope you had a good time. Please leave a like on this video if you did. Leave a comment. And subscribe to the channel so that you can see new stuff when we upload it. And if you want to be right on time, ring that bell so that you're notified. We'll see you next time.